Jason Lee, 7 goals in a game earlier this year against the Royal. He has shown to be, ever since coming on and playing in Game 3 for the Union, he has been the catalyst for them. They averaged 5 goals a game in their first 2 games. With him in the lineup, they averaged over 10 goals per game, 10 goals per match over the last 5 matches that they played in the Lindo's ISL season and playoffs. And the other guy to watch for, of course, is the Lindo's ISL Allstars, the league MVP, the league leading goal scorer, Sequoia Robinson, who was no doubt the most consistent player in the league this year, and that's why he won both the Most Goals Award and MVP Award last night at the Gala. And, of course, in goal, Daniel Johnson, who played his first season with the Apex this past season. Let's face it, Apex really struggled defensively, but Daniel Johnson kept them in games, got them to the playoffs.
Number 1 draft?
The number 1 draft pick overall in the league, and really 11 saves per game over the last 5 games. So he was really getting the job done for them. We'll see how he fares against the MISL guys. Byron Alvarez, the leading scorer in the MISL this past season. Michelle Millwood, perennial goal scorer for the Baltimore Blast, and a catalyst in their 5 championships over the last 8 years. So some real good players on the field here tonight.
My only concern, Paul, is second half fitness for the ISL. That's where they blew us away last year.
Mike, I think the training regimen, Danny Kelly came down here and worked with some of the coaches, worked with the players, and really I think their rotations are better. Their ability to get on and off the field and really keep their legs under them is much better. We've seen that from the Knights and the Arsenal on a team basis. I think you're going to see a lot fresher guys in the second half. My big concern, if I was Earl Baisden and I was worried about wearing the Super Friends costume for Johnny Barnes tomorrow, would be that it's the size factor for the MISL guys. And you look at the field now. Jonathan Greenfield, who's a defender, Eric Lucan. These are big guys. Novi, who has the ball right now. These are big guys, and they have the ability to physically wear you down. And that may be the issue for the ISL guys. But you know what? Big goals, small field. ISL guys have the home field advantage, so you never know what's going to happen.
And we're officially underway. The Clash on the Rock 3. The best of Bermuda against the MISL Select.
So here's a turnover right away by the ISL, and you're going to see this is a trademark of Danny Kelly and the Baltimore Blast. They're going to pressure the ISL guys in their own end and try to create turnovers. Oh, big save already by Daniel Johnson. That was a great strike from long distance from Vahid Asapur. Greenfield has shot a goal as Byron Alvarez puts it behind Daniel Johnson for a 1-0 lead. Wow. They're going to give the goal, I think, to Greenfield.
Yeah, I thought it was Jonathan Greenfield.
It is Greenfield.
Yeah.
I thought that Alvarez had deflected it in front off of the Greenfield shot, but now they're going to give it to him first minute. So right off the bat, the MISL guys showing they've come to play. All right, the kick in and off of John Barry Newsom. So John Barry Newsom playing for the MISL, kick in here for the Lindo's ISL. Here's Sequoia Robinson. Quickly double-teamed Everton. Forces a turnover, and it'll be out of play off of the ISL. So John Barry Newsom will kick it in for the MISL. Are you guys bitter that John Barry Newsom's playing for the MISL?
Well, just a little.
Great season for John Barry as the coach of the Arsenal. And I know John Barry hasn't played in a couple years. The knee injury's fully healed now, and we'll see if John Barry does continue to pursue his career abroad and get back into the MISL. Of course, the Philadelphia Kicks, Mike, have folded and are no longer in existence, but 7 teams will play this year in the MISL. MISL again attacking. Ricardinho far side. Moves around Blenbean. Plays it back out for Newsom. Quick touch inside for Everton. Leave it for Novi. His pass broken up. Nice play there by Blenbean. Blenbean, the defender of the year in the Lindo's Island Soccer League. Got that award last night at the Gala. Played for the Union this year. Quick touch. Everton has it go under his foot. Ricardinho back for Everton. Ricardinho, that's deflected. Good play inside by Kaya Darrell from the Knights. We'll have a corner kick now for the MISL. You can see Lindo's ISL changing some players. Jerron Dickinson on the field for the first time. Novi's shot, or his pass across the box goes out of play. So kick in here for the ISL.
Here, some quick changes as well from the MISL. Earlier, Paul, the commissioner, David Bascom, had mentioned 14 players going up for trials.
Yes.
I know Jason Lee is one of them. Is Daniel in there?
Daniel's in there, yes. Daniel Johnson will be going. Sequoia Robinson will be going. I do have the list, and I'll tell you what. I'll give the fans a whole list of players, the whole list of the players that are moving on.
Sure. A little later on.
Let's do that at the half.
Yeah, we can do that a little later on. I was just curious as to whether Daniel Johnson was in there.
Daniel that time looking for Jerron Dickinson. Goes off of his head and out of play. So it'll be a kick in here. Vahid Asadpour. Asadpour has played defender in the MISL. He'll play midfield down here. Greenfield being pressured by Dickinson. Jerron Dickinson scored a goal in last year's game. Michelle Millwood tries to turn. Good work by Logan Alexander to seal him off, and Asadpour forced to go into his own end for Eric Lukin. Back for Sagu now, and Mike Sagu, much like we see Jason Smith in the ISL. Sagu has the ability to come forward, is good with his feet, great distribution skills, and really the MISL will use him as a sixth player on the field.
Oh, Lukin's shot took a deflection.
Counterattack now. Shane Hollis
he loses
control. Millwood has it now for the MISL. Good defense, and you can see the ISL working hard to stay behind the ball. Gardino now, near side for Eric Lukin. Big touch for Nobi, who's back on the field. Nobi's the captain of the MISL squad. Good ball up ahead. Heads up play there by Alexander. And Logan kicks that one away. And it'll be a kick in for the MISL. Mike Logan, Alexander, great story there. Defender, yes, but showed the ability to come forward and score some goals. Key goals in both the Arsenal playoff wins this year. There's a chance. Everton inside. Johnson gets the foot out. Nice play there by Daniel Johnson, a corner kick. I can't say enough how impressive Daniel Johnson was in goal for the ISL squad this year, for his squad Apex. It's Theo Quincy Aberdeen now on the field for the first time. Ian Coke takes a spill. Oh, excuse me, that's Leo Gibson taking the spill. MISL, they'll have it. Just underway, first quarter, 1-0 MISL. Gibson now. Cross field for Asadpour. Good pressure here by the ISL. Lonnie Bascom, one of the fastest players in the league. Bascom for the Titans. Lonnie had a hat trick in the Titans' first round playoff loss. Here's a one-timer by Ricardinho. Up into the crowd. Up in the crowd, I should say. Up into the over the bar. Mike, what did you think? And give me an idea, because you've been around this now. Your thoughts as a former footballer and a guy that understands the game. How far has the ISL come and the level of play in the last 5 years?
I'm impressed with the way that the guys have adapted to the shorter version of the match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of it is because, with time, you improve with time. And John Barry Newsom has played a vital role also as a player over there. David Bascom, obviously, the commissioner himself, coming back and passing on that valuable knowledge. And the guys over the years getting to see, the way technology is, you can see the game played anywhere and pick up on it. And the fitness level, the knowledge about the game, and I think that, leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds.
You guys have been really proactive, too. Been receptive to listening to some of the guys that have come down and tried to instruct them, and really have done a good job. Oh, just wide there by Gibson. Done a good job of, picking up some of the nuances of the game. I give credit to, Keyshawn Smith has been the coach of the Knights for a while. He's learned the game, and, John Barry, of course, Keyshawn, of course, and all the coaches, I think, have elevated their game as well in teaching their players the right way to play this game.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the biggest changes I can identify with is obviously the rolling subs. I see more of it now than I did 3 years ago. You know, even though this is the 5th year as the MISL.
Chance there. Good play by Johnson and quick distribution. And Daniel getting much better with that aspect of his game.
Yeah. That's 6:40 to go in the first quarter. It's still MISL leading 1-0 after that first-minute strike by Jonathan Greenfield.
What a distribution by Sagu. 2-on-1 here for the MISL. And
oh, yeah, 2-0. Ricardino.
Is that Ricardino and Everton again? These guys are just killing the ISL. And all that started, we talk so much about goalkeeper distribution in this game. And it all started with Sagu and the ability to feed and get the ball up the field. 2-0 MISL.
Yeah, it looks like Earl Baston.
Oh, come on, Mike. It's early. Don't even start that talk yet. You're going to jinx it. Way too early for that kind of talk.
All the way down to Millwood now. Being watched closely down there by Glenn Bean. Inside to John Barry Newsom. Back to Millwood. Bean pressuring. Skipper Novi going to his right over there.
Good hustle by Ian Koch. Him and Leo Gibson battle. Ian Koch wins that battle.
Knocks it into no man's land. Having to race all the way back there is Millwood.
Oh, great battle that time. Jason Lee hustling, and it creates the turnover.
This is interesting. Oh, I don't think Sagu's been tested yet.
I'll tell you what, Mike. This speaks to the skill level again. Michelle Millwood's one of the fastest players in the MISL, and Jason Lee just matched him stride for stride. And a big blast that time, and a great save off the shot by Kevin Lamb off the post. I think Sagu got a hand on that.
That's right. He palmed it right onto the upright.
Wow. Almost. The ISL almost drawing a goal back there. Oh, great ball here for Novi.
Novi in the center. Oh, an excellent opportunity for Everton.
Yeah, that one deflected off of Everton's foot and went a little bit wide.
Quick substitutions again. No more than 3 to 4 minutes do they leave their players out there. But right now, with 4:10 remaining in the first quarter, it's MISL 2, ISL 0 in this Clash on the Rock 3. Sagu. Gibson. Oh, trying the chip over the head was Everton, but
nice idea that time.
much on it. Yeah.
Everton tried to lure Jonathan off his line and then go ahead and chip over top of him.
Alexander. Is that Clay Darrow out there?
Yes.
Clay Darrow.
Clay from the Royals scored 5 goals in a game this year that came back with 4 goals 3 games later. Clay will be another guy going over to the States for trials.
Oh, yeah. Very talented young man. Lucan chipping long, looking for Millwood. Oh, well done. Oh, it's still Millwood. It's still Millwood. Alexander watching him closely.
You know, Michelle Millwood, a rare combination of speed, and you saw the other aspect of his game, the strength to really be able to ward off a defender, win the ball, and be a true target man. I want to go.
Oh, who do you give that to, Greenville or Millwood?
I think it's going to be Millwood.
Okay.
Greenfield, I think it was going in off the foot of Greenfield, but Millwood was able to redirect it into the back of the net.
So what time does Earl have to be there? I was expecting the ISL to be more in tune to the game. I don't think they've had a shot.
They had the one.
That one shot.
Crossbar. Here we go.
Okay, the one shot. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Fine. Oh, well done by Sagu.
Clay Darrow thought he had a chipper, and Sagu stuck the foot out and made the save.
He's calm and cool, isn't he?
One of the best keepers. And I've said this before. one of the best goalkeepers, not only in the MISL, but anywhere. And to go on top of that, Mike, one of the best human beings, too.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of interviewing him at the hotel, and he was really disappointed that he missed last year through injury. Oh, look at that. Is that Lee having one?
Range.
Yeah. He just takes it in calmly. Sagu is from where exactly?
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Brazil.
With that ball from Jason Lee.
Ralph Bean Jr.
I think the ISL, the Lindo's ISL players, a little shell-shocked early, but they're starting to get their feet under him now.
First time we've seen Gumbo Jr. getting forward.
Good job of one-touch soccer here by the MISL guys. Out of play, though, on the end line.
Whistle goes, yeah.
So along the sideline, there'll be a kick in. This will be Joseph Butterfield from the Royal.
Kevin Lamb over there.
Sequoia just couldn't quite settle there. Sequoia Robinson has to go out, so it'll be kicking for the MISL. Last minute of play here in the first quarter. It's been all MISL here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we're under 30 seconds to go. Oh, Lee loses it there to Greenfield.
Well, that's a veteran smart play by Greenfield, who really, instead of really stepping up to challenge Lee, stepped away from Jason Lee. And when he did that, had the ability. Oh! And does it count? Does it count?
Yeah, they just put it on the scoreboard.
Ricardinho,
I didn't know if the clock. Right at the.
Ricardinho at the end of the first quarter. That's a huge goal for the MISL.
Must have been 2 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Well, I wasn't sure at the time the clock was running out, and Daniel actually got a hand on it and kept it out for a second, but it still crossed the line in time. So the MISL get a big goal there at the end of the first quarter.
2 goals from Ricardinho, one from Greenfield and one from Millwood. We're going to have to see some changes made here, Paul. The ISL don't want to get blown out of the water here because if memory serves me correct, we were very much in the mix for the first half last year, and then it all broke loose in the latter stages. But to be trailing 4-0, the local boys really have their work cut out for them.
No question. That's an uphill battle here, especially against a defensive-minded team. But, Lindo's ISL guys have the skill level to do it, and just have to relax, get that first goal or two on the board, and just, get rid of the jitters.
We started to see them coming forward in the latter stages of the first quarter there, so we'll see what happens. Still 3 quarters to go, but my instincts tell me that it's going to be a bath.
Well, Glenn Bean had the best chance for the ISL in that first quarter. Had a beautiful strike from outside the yellow line, and Sagu was able to get over there, get a hand on it, and parry it off the post.
Sure.
And the ISL players are going to need a lot more scoring opportunities like that here as they trail after 4-0.
Recording artist, gospel reggae recording artist, Monty G. All right, so you got to make sure you stick around. So, of course, after this next quarter, during halftime, we're going to have the Capo All-Star presentations, and then we're going to have a live performance by gospel reggae recording artist, Monty G. So make sure you all stick around and enjoy the vibes